Right. Hi, I'm Izzy. I'm President at Exeter at Falmouth and Exeter Students' Union, and I'm here with Liz Jones. I'm Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Education and Student Experience at the University of Exeter. And we're here today to talk about curriculum for change and what it means for students here down in Cornwall. So Liz, starting straight off, what do we mean when we talk about curriculum for change, and what does that mean for students?
Thanks, Izzy. So Curriculum for Change is our new education project, and it's really making sure that alongside a top class education, students are getting the skills they need for when they go out into the world of work.
So what's prompted the review of this curriculum?
So I think we're really aware that the world is changing, education is changing, and the needs of our students are changing. So we're constantly kind of listening to people like you, sabbatical officers, course reps, also employers. And we're also looking at what other universities around the world are doing and trying to learn from best practice. So that's really why we've chosen to renew our education at the moment.
So what I've been speaking to a lot of students this year around kind of placements and employability building and how we can support them with their graduate career prospects and everything. How does Curriculum for Change do that and support employability?
Yeah, so one of the things we're doing is embedding a skills framework through all of our degrees. So we're calling it Skills to Thrive because we know that there are lots of different skills students need to really go out into the world and feel confident and succeed in their chosen career. So Skills to Thrive is going to be across all of our degree programmes. That's
really cool that those kinds of things are going to be built in directly into our degrees, which allows for a lot of flexibility, I suppose, within that, because I know identifying that in modules can be quite confusing. What about the interdisciplinary stuff? Like, how can that fit into the structures of curriculum change?
Yeah, that's a really important part too. So for students with a reasonable number of optional credits, we are setting up a whole suite of minor options. So they'll be able to take what we're calling a future skills pathway. So alongside their chosen subject, they'll be able to take a certain number of credits in a future skills pathway. Might be something like entrepreneurship or sustainability. And that will then be recognised on their degree certificate at the end. So they might graduate in something like history with sustainability.
So that's really cool then, that students can take options that are not necessarily directly related to their degree and have a bunch of different experiences. What about things that are a bit more hands-on employability type stuff? Is there scope to look at that within Curriculum for Change?
So one of the things we're thinking about is whether we can find a way to give students credit for the things they do outside of the curriculum.
Okay.
So for example, if they're doing volunteering or paid work, we're thinking about whether we could build kind of reflective skills and kind of other things around that, so we reflect on kind of their leadership or the other skills they're developing. That's a bit longer term, there's quite a lot more to work through there, but yeah, we're definitely thinking about it.
So I know that some people might hear that there could be changes to their course structures. I was wondering if maybe you could talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we have been reviewing all of our courses. There shouldn't be any massive changes, but we have been trying to make sure that all of the programmes are really coherent so that they make sense and that the different modules build on each other in a logical way. We are also uncapping optional modules, so we may offer slightly fewer, but the ones that we do offer, students will be guaranteed a place on.
So really it's about feeling career ready?
Yeah, it's about being career ready, about being really confident in the skills that you've developed in your education. It's also about being distinctive. We want our graduates to stand out from the crowd, so if they've got a future skills pathway, that's really going to make them stand out when they go for interviews.
Awesome. How can students get involved with this and kind of talk to people on how they can input onto that?
Yeah, so we've been trying to involve students all the way through this actually, so there are lots of opportunities to get involved. So they can do that by talking to you and giving you their feedback. Also talking to their academic leads. We run some consultation events, so yeah, lots and lots of ways for students to tell us what they think.
Liz, for joining me here in Penryn. It's been really great to speak with you. Everything Curriculum for Change, and I'm really excited to see what this brings in the future.